welcome to the next mobility series. The last few sessions focused quite heavily on the lower body, with focus on the hips, ankles, knees to improve squat technique. So this session is going to be more focused to the upper body, with some real nice shoulder openers in this session today as well. As always, work at your own level. If you feel pain at any point, then come out of the position and reduce what you're doing. And just go nice and slowly, nice and gently with the techniques and try to enjoy them as best that you can. So we're going to start off on our hands and knees. And we're going to place the wrists just underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, about hip width apart. And we're just going to work to mobilise through the wrists. So we're just going to gently rock forward and backwards. Try and place the palms flat on the floor. If you get any pain with this, then reduce the amount that you can move forward and backwards. And then we're going to turn the hands out to the side and just gently side shift from side to side. Again, any pain in the wrist, just come out of it or do a little bit less movement. If you can, you're going to turn the hands as far behind you as you can so that your fingers point towards your body. And we're very gently going to rock forward and backwards as well. If you can, you're going to gently lean backwards. You should feel quite a nice strong stretch through the front of the arm here. If it's too much, just bring the body weight forwards again. And just hold that stretch for a few seconds. Just breathe through it. And bring the weight forward. Bring it back onto that stretch again. And as you're in this position, if it feels good for you, just gently lift the bottom of the hands off. So the base of the fingertips will still be on the floor, but the bottom of the hands will be lifted. It's quite a strong stretch, so try to breathe, try to relax, try to enjoy. Relax the whole of the hand down, gentle forward and rocks backwards. One more time. We're going to gently lean backwards, keeping the base of the hand on the floor. And we're going to, if we can, just lift the base of the hand so that the fingertips stay on the floor. Nice deep breath. And breathe out. Relax it through. Good. From here, turn the wrists the other way. So we're going to turn the back of the hands onto the floor. Fingertips facing each other. And we're just gently going to rock from side to side. Try and keep the arms as straight as you can. You can have a little bend in them as well, that's no problem. Good. Now turn the palms to face your body. And the palms will be facing up, fingertips facing your body. Gently rock forwards and backwards. And in this position, you're just going to make a fist with your hands. So you're going to squeeze your fingertips together, keeping the back of the wrists on the floor. Straighten through the hands. Squeeze the fingers into a fist. Straighten the hands. One more time. Squeeze the fingers. Straighten the hands. Good. Give the wrist a little bit of a shake. Quite a nice one if you've been doing quite a lot of press-ups or positions in this position. It's quite nice to do a counteract in this way. Or if you've been holding kettlebells a lot and the forearms are absolutely cooked, it's a really nice stretch out through that forearm. So back onto all fours now, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to gently drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the head. And we're going to round the opposite direction, tuck the tailbone, tuck the head, round through the spine. Breathing in, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the head. Breathing out, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Breathe in. Lift the tailbone, lift the head. Try and draw your knees and hands towards each other and the opposite direction. Breathe in out. One more time, drop the belly, lift the head, and bring it back. Good. From here, stay where you are with your knees and gently walk your hands forward to as far as comfortable. Ideally, you want to get our chest and shoulders towards the floor. If that's too much, just wherever feels good for you. So try to create a nice ski slope position with our bodies. Should feel a really strong stretch through our chest, through our armpits and through our lats. And from here we're just going to gently walk our hands a little bit wider so that they come into the shape of a Y. And then from here we're gently going to walk our hands a little bit closer together to see if we can get our thumbs to touch in front of our bodies. Gently back out, walk the hands out to a Y. Nice deep breaths. Remember, any pain come out of this position or just come a little bit higher. Gently bring the hands back in together so the thumbs are closer together. From here, take the thumbs and hands back to the original position, so about shoulder width, and we've still got this ski slope position with our backs. From here, we're going to take the weight into our hands. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to bring ourselves all the way up and gently let our hips drop towards the floor. Remember, no pinching in the lower back. When you're here, squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. Lift your chest tall. Keep the legs relaxed. Breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going the other way. So gently lift the tailbone. Drawing the shoulders back down towards the floor, lift your bottom to the sky. We've got our original ski slope position. Good. And again, breathe in. Lift through the chest, rounding through the chest. If it feels good, we're going to drop the legs all the way to the floor. If not, stay a little bit higher. Remember, no pinching through that lower back. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Relax your legs. Lift your chest tall. Breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to gently lift the hips, round into the spine, chin towards the chest. Drop your shoulders to the floor, bringing ourselves back into this nice long position. One more time. Breathing in. Lift through the chest, round and through the upper back. If it feels good, we're going to drop the hips. Relax the legs, draw the shoulder blades down the back, push long through the arms. Lift the head and the spine as much as you can without any pinching in that lower back. Breathe in. Breathe in out. As we breathe out, we're going to lift, reverse it back, drop the chest towards the floor, strengthen through the arms, and breathe here. One breath in. And breathe out. Good. From here, just bring yourselves up to sitting. And from there, we're going to just take the arms nice and wide, and then we're going to cross them across our chest, give ourselves a nice big hug. Take them wide again, and switch the cross. Now, if we can, we're going to think about incorporating a little bit of spinal movement here as well. So as we open the arms, we're going to try and lift the chest, arch through the upper back slightly. As we breathe out, we're going to try and round through the back, so mobilising through our spines. Open the arms, lift the chest, round back. Keep going with this in your own time. And if it feels good, you can vary the angle of our arms when we come into our extension. So we might take one arm up, one arm down, whatever feels good for you. One more each side, try and cross the arms over each time if you can. Just way too many things to think about, don't worry, do what you can. Good. Lovely. From here, we're just going to drop ourselves down onto our right side. So, you can have a pillow or something to support your head if you want to. Otherwise, we're going to bend the knees at 90 degrees, so knees and ankles at 90 degrees. We're going to take the right arm out long in front of us and reach the left arm just slightly further than those fingertips. From here, slide the left fingertips all the way along the floor, up and over our heads. If you get somewhere that feels really nice and you enjoy the stretch there, you can stay there. Relax the upper back onto the floor. As you get above your head, just flip that left hand so the palm faces downwards. draw that arm all the way around, making a full circle. Bring it back so that the palms touch. And we go again. So we reach the hand slightly further forward. Keep the head relaxed. Slide that arm over the top, nice and slowly. Relax that left shoulder towards the floor. Flip the hand so the palm comes down onto the floor. Feel that lovely stretch to that left shoulder. Bring the hands together. One more time. Reach the left hand forward. Take the arm up overhead, nice and slow. Remember, it doesn't have to be fast. And if you get to a point where it feels a bit sticky or quite nice, or a bit of both, you can hang it there a little bit longer. Turn that palm to the floor as we start coming back down on our circle. Keep nice and slow. And bring the arms back together. Lovely. Over onto the other side. So bring ourselves onto our left hip. Bring the knees into a 90-degree angle with the legs straight. Take the back of the left arm on the floor and reach the right hand just past the left fingers. From here, slide that right arm up overhead, nice and slowly. Let that right shoulder come towards the floor. Turn the hand so the palm is down towards the floor and nice and slowly bring it all the way back round. Try and keep your hips stacked on top of each other. Try not to let yourself fall backwards. We're trying to isolate through the thoracics. Join the hands again. Reach the right arm forward. Circle above your head. Nice and slowly. Let that right shoulder come to the floor. Turn the right hand down to the floor. Draw it back towards your waist. Draw the arms together. One more time. Reach the right hand forward. Reach it overhead. Nice and slowly. Turn the palm down towards the floor. Don't worry if one side feels better or worse than the other. It's usually the way. Just do what feels good for you. Nice and slowly. Feeling every movement. Draw those hands back together. Good. Now again here you may want to have a pillow to support yourself, or if you feel alright then just balance, it's okay. We're going to take this left shoulder onto the floor and the left arm in front of us in line with the shoulder. And we're just going to try and keep this shoulder on the floor. So what we don't want to do is like this lifting to be happening when we do this. So just, it doesn't matter if you do less of a movement, just try and make it effective. So we're just going to gently draw that left palm towards the floor. And we're going to take it the other way to try and maybe put a left hand flat on the floor. Don't worry if you can't get either. Don't worry if you can. Keep this shoulder blade and the shoulders to, we don't want it to lift here. So you want to keep it drawing into the socket. And take it back. Bring it forward. If it feels good, you can encourage a little bit with this right hand, but make sure this left shoulder doesn't lift out of the socket. Good. Bring it back. One more time without the right hand. Bring it forward. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Over onto your backs. Bend your knees so that your feet are flat on the floor. We're going to come up onto our elbows and then up onto our hands. Have the hands kind of just underneath the shoulders, maybe a little bit further back. We're going to lift into our reverse tabletop position. So we're going to take a nice breath in and we're going to try and lift those hips to a flat position between our shoulders, our hips and our knees. Now if this is uncomfortable, you can take the hands a little bit further back, so have a play with what feels good for you. We're going to hold it here for 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower it down. We're going to lift again. Remember, no pinching through the lower back. Keep the knees squeezing towards each other but not touching. 3, 2, 1. Gently lower down. One more time. Remember, any pain come out of this position straight away. Lift through the hips. Nice straight line between the shoulders, hips and the knees. 3, 2, 1, and gently lower. Good. Onto the other side, so we're going to bring ourselves lying onto our right hand side. Excuse me. Bend the knees and so that we've got a right angle at our hips, and take the right arm out in front of us at 90 degrees. So from here, we're just going to gently try and bring this arm forward. As always, remember we don't want this right shoulder lifting, so try and keep that right shoulder into the floor and gently bring that right palm towards the floor. Doesn't matter what you can or can't do, we're just working with our own abilities here. Gently take it back. You may find this is better or worse on the other side. It really doesn't matter. Bring it forward. Keep this right shoulder in the socket. Don't let it lift. Draw it in. And back. Bring it forward again. If it feels good, we're going to take the left hand and just gently encourage it. Remember, there shouldn't be any pain on this. We're just adding a small bit of resistance, maybe 5% if that. Just keeping it there. Keep that right shoulder drawn into the socket. Breathe out, release. One more time. Drawing it forward. Draw that right shoulder in. Taking it back. Good. Lovely. Back over onto our backs. We've got tabletop to do again. So we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Coming up onto our hands. Remember, the further away our hands are, it will be slightly easier as we get into tabletop. The closer towards our body it is, the harder it will be, but we can play around with that when we're there. Remember, no pinching in the lower back when we're in our tabletop position, so we're going to take a nice breath in, and we're going to lift ourselves up. Try and keep that body as straight as you can, active through the glutes so that the knees aren't splaying out, but the knees should be in line with the feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold in for 3, 2, 1. Gently lower. If you can, don't quite put the bum on the floor. Breathe in, we're going to lift again. Feel that stretch through the shoulders. Feel the lower back muscles working. For 3, 2, 1. Gently lower. If you can, don't touch the floor with the bottom. If you need a rest, that's fine. We're coming up for our last time. Lift the hips. Remember, trying to get a nice straight line from our shoulders to our hips to our knees, with no pain anywhere in the body. 3, 2, don't forget to breathe. 1, and relax down. Very nice. Good. We're going to flip ourselves back over onto our tummies. And we're going to take the right arm out long to the body, and we're going to tuck the left arm in towards our left shoulder. As we breathe in, we're going to, so I'll just show you quickly, so we're going to look like that. We have done this one before. So as we breathe in, and then we're going to breathe out, and we're going to gently push through this left arm, take the body weight over onto that right side. Try and relax your head. Stay on your side here, or if you want a little bit more, you can open up through that hip. So the left leg goes just behind the right. Nice deep breath. And breathe out. Relax the left leg down if it's lifted. Bring ourselves back onto our fronts. Slide the right arm in, slide the left arm away. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to roll over onto that left side. Relax the head. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to take that right leg behind the left. Nice deep breath, very strong through the shoulders, so do what works for you. And breathe out. Relax the right leg onto the left. Roll back over onto your front. Now we're going to bring the hands in, so have a play with where it feels good for you on the floor. Some people may find in a position here is okay. This is usually quite a nice position to be in, so hands just either side of the chest. We're going to gently breathe in, and we're going to take the left leg over the right behind us. So we'll feel a stretch through the front of the left leg and some movement through that lower back at the back. We're going to bring it back. We're going to go the other way. So right leg comes over left behind us. Bring it back. Nice and slowly. You're going to do a couple of these. You can relax the head down if it feels good. And bring it back. And the other way. Bring it back. One more each side. Remember, any pain, any pinch in the back, just come out to these positions. One more time, taking that right leg over the back. And bring it back. Good. From here, with the hands tucked underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes underneath. Lift your knees off the floor, activate through your quads. Tuck your tailbones underneath, keep strong through your core. We're going to lift up into a plank position. One straight line if we can. Good. From here, gently push down into our crouched position, pushing strong through the hands. Bring it back. We're going to lift through the spine, rounding through the spine, straighten through the legs, bring ourselves over into a plank. If it feels good and there's no pinch in the lower back, we're going to drop the knees and bring ourselves up into this position. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Tuck the toes back under. Lift the knees off the floor. Round through the chest. Lift tall. Squeeze your belly buttons to your spines. Round in through your back. Push back through your shoulders and draw back down into this crouch position. Or whatever variation of this movement feels good for you, just make sure there's no pain. And again, we're going to lift tall. We're going to draw in through the spine, round in through the back, into a plank position. Then with no pain in the lower back, we're going to draw the hips gently down towards the floor, drop the knees, untuck the toes, draw yourself back into this upright position. Strong through the core, strong through the lower back, no pain, shoulder blades down your back. One more time, tuck your toes, lift your knees, draw up through your shoulders, round in through your back, tuck your chin in, push back through your shoulders, drawing yourself back down into our squat tuck position. Nice deep breath. And again, draw yourselves up, start straightening through your legs, lift tall through your spine, into your plank position. Stay strong here, no pain in that lower back. If it feels good, we're going to drop it down towards the floor. You have the option to not touch the floor with your knees. Keep strong through your quads and lift your hips off the floor. The other option to drop through the knees is absolutely fine. Nice deep breath. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Last time. Tuck the toes. Lift through the spine. Round through your upper back. Draw back into our crouch position. Good. Drop your knees, untuck your toes. Push back into child's pose. Feel that nice stretch on your lower back. You can draw your hands behind you if you want to have a little bit of a stretch through the shoulders a bit more. One more deep breath. And breathe out. Good. Bring yourselves onto your tummies. Now we're going to have our hands, we're going to be flat on our tummies and we're going to have our hands, elbows in line with the shoulders, arms out to the side, so kind of in this position. And what we're going to be doing then is lifting the palms off the floor. So, onto your tummy. Nothing in the body should move other than the forearms and activation through the shoulders. So, draw the elbows in line with the shoulders. Keep everything else relaxed. Gently lift both palms off the floor. So you're feeling some activation behind your shoulders. Holding it here for 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to go again. Have the elbows in line with the shoulders, lifting through the hands, 3, draw the
4, squeeze your shoulder blades down your back, 2, 1, and relax. And we're going to go one more time. And we're going to lift the forearms and the hands. Hold it there, squeeze the shoulder blades down the back for 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. Now we're going to take our arms into a Y position. So we're going to have both of the arms diagonally above our heads in this position. And we're going to do the same thing, but we don't want the hands down to the floor. Turn the palms in slightly towards each other, and we're going to lift in this position. So we lift our baby fingers, and the other side of our palms and arms are going to come off the floor. So coming back onto our front, finding our Y position, excuse me. Finding our Y position, and keep strong through the rest of the body, keep it nice and relaxed. And we're going to lift the arms, draw the shoulder blades into the socket, and lift the arms. For 3, 2, 1. And relax down. We're going to do 2 more. So we're going to lift. Draw the shoulder blades into the sockets and the armpits down. 3, 2, 1. And relax. One more time. Lift. For 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax it down. Now draw the hands together in front of us. So not quite touching, but we're going to be almost in a parallel position as if we were an I. So from here, relax the head. We're going to lift the palms off the floor with the palms facing each other. So we're going to lift. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Try and keep the arms as straight as you can. Remember to relax through the legs and the feet. And lift. For 3, 2, 1. Good. One more time. On this next one, really focus on drawing your shoulder blades down your back. We're going to lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Good. Draw your hands in towards your body. Push yourselves up onto your knees. Tuck your toes underneath, and we're going to lift ourselves into our down dog position. Bend through the knees a lot if you need to, or keep the legs straight, whichever feels good for you. With the left arm, bring it slightly further into the centre, so we're just not far from the right arm. We're going to circle the right arm up and over, so the right palm comes onto our lower back, palm facing the ceiling. Breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to try and turn that right arm, right shoulder up towards the sky. Breathe out, bring it back. It's going to be a small movement, don't worry. Remember, any pain come out of this position, breathe in, bring it up. Breathe out, draw it back. One more time, so bring it up. Right elbow towards the sky. Relax your head. Bring it down. Draw that right arm overhead. Spread your hands nice and even, shoulder position. Drop yourselves down. Have a little breather. So quite a tough one on the shoulders and working through the thoracics. Just relax the arms wherever feels comfortable. We go one more time on the other side. So we're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders. Tuck the toes underneath us and gently lift the bottom towards the sky. Remember, bend the knees as much as you need, whatever feels good for you. Take the right hand slightly towards the centre of the mat, in between the shoulders for a bit more balance. Circle the left arm up and backwards, so the hand comes to the lower back, palm facing the ceiling. Keep pushing back through this right shoulder. Breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to turn up towards that left side. It's going to be a small amount of movement. Breathe out, bring it back. Breathing in, taking that left shoulder up to the sky, rotating through the thoracics. Breathe out, bring it back. Last one, this is a tough one.
Bring it up. And breathe out. Circle that left arm up and over towards the top of the mat. Take your hands to shoulder width apart. Gently drop your knees. Bring yourselves onto your knees. Give your shoulders a couple of circles. From here, we're just going to take the right arm backwards, place the hands onto the bottom. The left arm comes backwards. Sit tall through the spine. Roll the shoulder blades forward and back. Feel that nice stretch through the front of the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Drop the chin round the shoulders. Breathe in, lift the chin, lift the chest, roll the shoulder blades together. Breathe out, drop the chin round the shoulders. Breathe in, lift the shoulders, lift the chest. One more time, breathe out, round through the shoulders, drop the chin. Breathing in, lift it up. Good. Give your arms a little bit of a shake and then relax them down. So I hope you will enjoy this upper body mobility session, really nice opening for the shoulders. Any questions, please let me know.